some reason the earlier I could manage to get into the earlier thing only 9:30 wala thing. I don't know how. Okay, so
Sir, can we stop eating food related to Rahu and Moon and take consuming food for Ashwini and Revati as Sankalp sir said?
hey, Rahu basically, Manasi, you joined from two ways.
Yeah, meeting too.
No, from two devices. Why is it showing me in the waiting room also? नहीं नहीं स्वाति वो see basically क्या है it's a लाल किताब principle कि any planet which is giving you trouble उसको दूर करो. So basically that person should stop getting associated with any Rahu related items. That is for sure. Why am I on? No. So that is there, but what Sankalp said about Revati and Ashwini, I am not so sure of that. I have to study that because these things I have not memorized them. But
How about 11th house, second Rashi?
नहीं कैसा है ना नहीं 1 minute. What has happened is this Rahu when it came in over here. If you can see my mouse move, right? So when it came in over here, the problem actually escalated. Till this point, it was whatever it was earlier on only. So this Rahu has to be Rahu ka hit on the moon and Rahu ka hit on the ascendant has to be removed. So if you see transiting Rahu, 18 months bola to mujhe 18 years ago it had come to this point. Okay, and Swati is saying around 18-20 years से at least it is there, बराबर स्वाति around 18-20 साल से है ना कि जास्ती है
सर ज्यादा है
हाँ
ज्यादा है
okay so
it's around from 1995 which I know.
तो 95 बोला तो 2005 15 30 years हो गया. So it's almost like a third round of Rahu which has come here. Correct.
This lady was when lady was I think 35 or 40 years then the problem actually project. Now she is around 73 75.
Okay. So basically what happens is this moon and the ascendant are continuously getting hit. Correct. So hit by what? If you see in the D1 chart also, Rahu is hitting the moon and transiting Rahu. Now, when Rahu was here, it will hit this one. Then Rahu will go anti-clockwise over here. When it comes here, there is one Paddhati which says 311 hit. So from here also it will hit 311. Now, since this is at 26 degrees, it will hit like that. When it comes here, again Rahu will hit over here. When it comes, sorry, here तो moon को hit करेगा. Okay, okay. Now one minute. I understood. Just one minute. See, when transiting Rahu, let us say was here, it was hitting the ascendant, correct? Then the went here by the third aspect. Sorry, उल्टा बोल रहा हूँ ना, ये उल्टा जाएगा ना, ये ऐसे जाएगा ना. From here, when it came here, it hit the moon in trine. When it came here, by the third aspect, it hit the ascendant. When it came here, it was bang opposite the moon. Though Rahu doesn't have a hit like that, but it whatever. When it came here, in this phase, maybe it was not so bad, but when it came here, it again hit the ascendant in a trine. And now it is here, it is again hitting the moon in trine. When it comes here, there might be a little bit of respite. When it comes here, again it will have a third aspect on this. You understand? So it is continuously hitting the moon and ascendant. Just give me 1 minute. सब्जी वाला अमेझॉन सगळे जीव त्याला आताच येतात त्यांनी दुसरा वेळच म्हणतो. So if you saw this house, so to say, and the ascendant lord is more or less continuously getting hit by Rahu. Correct? So that is why that Rahu hit on this is a problem. Now, as per Lal Kitab, I was just checking, Rahu in the 8th house, the thing is here, one is eat in the kitchen, and second is jaw. Jaw, you know what is jaw, no? That black seed jaw. In a sack under the mattress at the feet. Okay. Now this Lal Kitab, I'll talk to you in 1 minute. After this case, I'll talk to you about Lal Kitab. So now I asked Swati to find out, and she says that that lady mostly eats in the kitchen only. Now this is one thing now, which I have seen many times, that people say that I have done that, I am doing that only. So the answer to that is, when you do this now with a sort of a sankalp, ki, okay, I am doing this as a remedy, then it starts working. So Swati, you have to tell that lady that, okay, she eats in the kitchen all the time. She should continue eating in the kitchen, but now with that understanding, I am doing it as a remedy for Rahu 8. So Rahu 8 ka remedy as per Lal Kitab is eat in the kitchen. Okay. दूसरा चीज,
किचन में खाते हैं, पूछा था मैंने कल.
अरे
तो मैक्स टाइम.
हाँ?
जी बोलिए.
that was
रेयरेस्ट ऑफ रेयर केस होता है कि वो हॉल में खाएं. कल बात की थी मैंने, तो वो बोल रही है मैं किचन में खाती हूँ खाना.
just now I said, I don't think you were there, you didn't hear properly. What happens is, this I have seen in many cases. Like, I have told a person कि ये करो तो ये remedy है, and that person says मैं वही करते आ रहा हूँ हमेशा. So this happened many months or years ago. So then the answer came to me. What the answer was, that now you do this as a sankalp, that I am doing this as a remedy. Do the same thing, and then see the result. It will start moving. The earliest example I remember is around maybe 3 years back, when I told a fellow that you need to cross over a nala or cross over a water body as a cut and as a remedy. And he says, every day I go across that Dharavi or someplace, every day I cross this. This was the earliest memory I have of this thing, issue. And then I was thinking, अरे वो वही कर रहे तो क्यों नहीं हो रहा? Then I keep telling, you know, Rahu keeps giving me some thoughts बीच में, तो मेरे को thought है कि now do it with the sankalp. So I told him, just do it with this. And literally within a week or 10 days, उसका problem solve हुआ. So from that time onwards, I am ready to understand this, that this person is, let's say she's a housewife, she might be eating in the kitchen only most probably, let us say. So I was anticipating you tell me this. So ये the recording हो रहा है क्या? Can you all see the recording signal on?
सर. Yes sir, it's
Okay.
recording.
Okay. So basically what you have to tell that person is that she has to do the same thing what she's doing, but with a sankalp that I am doing this as a remedy. Okay.
Okay.
Now the second thing is, what I was thinking was, see, basically Jamakol, say I was trying to get a remedy out of here, कि the 12th lord, okay, is coming and hitting Kavipu, which is causing this issue. So Rahu in the 12th house needs to be replaced by something else. So one thought which had come to my mind is that we put Koila. Koila is also, as per Lal Kitab, it is Rahu. So you put Koila, that's what I've written over here, put Koila under the bed, but feet ke niche. You understand? With zameen pe, but feet ke niche. You can try that also. So basically that is that, but I think avoid this. Keep this jaw over there. Or as of now, in fact, I am the saying, just do this remedy. Just ask her to do this for the time being. Let me study it deeper and then I'll tell you. Tell
I
her.
said this only right now.
Huh? What?
I said only this remedy right now.
हाँ बस तो वही करो, because ये last minute है, so I need to study it more. But basically, just ask that person to eat in the kitchen and then we'll see what happens. Okay.
And one more thing I wanted to ask. You have wrote jaw packet in a sack. Sack यानी जैसे पोटली बना लेते हैं अपन, जैसे गेहूं की बोरी आती है, वैसे
हाँ.
बनाना है?
Yeah, because that is also Rahu Shani का combination है.
Okay.
गोनी बोलते हैं ना, वो ब्राउन कलर सैक जिसमें
हाँ.
सब आते हैं वो. हाँ. मानसी वाटर.
Baba,
टाट की
sorry,
बोरी टाइप
how
का.
did you,
हाँ.
yeah, how did you come up with eat in the kitchen?
No, this is basically a Lal Kitab thing. Lal Kitab logic, I have tried around 2 years to crack it. I could not crack it. So I'm just doing it blindly now. I'm just having faith in it and doing it because it is supposed to. So I'm coming to Lal Kitab in 1 minute. I'll explain all this to you. Okay, so this is how the case was done. You will have this recording. So I would expect you all to sort of work on it yourself and just see. If you see here the moon is also her Vadatara. Okay, so that is also
The Rahu is an air sign, right?
Rahu's in
Air sign, right?
air
So
sign. Air sign, yeah, correct.
yeah, so can we do something there like
Mantra chanting.
yeah, mantra chanting or
And the thing is,
basically
Rahu is in Sattva only. Rahu is in Sattva. This is the 8th house. So 8th house is house of occult. And air sign
yeah.
is king of mantra. So if she does mantra of actually any mantra, that will also help. So Ati, ask that person to do any koi मंत्र शिवा का मंत्र रहेगा because राहु शिवा का कोई मंत्र भी तो बोलते क्या, वो भी बोलते होंगी शायद.
Okay, sir.
हाँ, नहीं तो उनको बोलने को बोलना when you talk to that person next to tell that person कि शिवा का मैं जरा देख के बताता हूँ एग्जैक्टली सप्तभिषा का भगवान कौन है इधर मैं जरा देख के बताता हूँ. बट मंत्र व्हाट संकेत सेइंग करेक्ट इज एयर साइन. सो एयर म्हणजे मंत्र.
Okay.
संकल्प.
और सर मून से रिलेटेड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स का अगर कंजम्पशन कम किया जाए व्हाइट प्रोडक्ट्स का तो?
नहीं उल्टा मून को स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है.
अच्छा, ओके.
मून को मतलब राहु को वीक करने हैं. ओके, नाउ based on this chart only I will talk about Lal Kitab. So I had made Lal Kitab is normally done on the. Anyone of you has not heard of Lal Kitab by the way? I mean, knows zero knowledge of Lal Kitab. Everyone of you has heard Lal Kitab. No? Manasi. So basically, Lal Kitab is a comparatively recent, what is it called, astrological technique, which was done by Joshi, Roop Chand Joshi, around, I think around maybe 80 or 100 years back. I don't know exactly when, 1936, I think it was. So around, let's say around 100 years back. And there is a big, what is it called, confusion about how it was made. Like there is one theory which says that at night, he was in the British army in some accounts become department, something like that. And it is said that he was in that Leh Ladakh area somewhere over there. And it is said that Raat ko some spirits would come and tell him and then he would write it. Okay. Now that logically seems funny, but if you see Lal Kitab, because I have the Lal Kitab, it's across two big thick volumes like this. Okay, I'll just stop sharing for 1 minute. It is across two thick volumes like this. Okay, in Urdu. That is okay. The thing is, it is written in a total sporadic manner. If you have to say 2 plus 2 equal, or let's say 2 plus 3 equal to 5, 2 will be written on page number 10, plus will be written on page 75, 3 will be written on 250, equal to will be on 700, and 5 will be written on 1500. 1800 pages ka book. So it is all tucked up. Last time you remember, I told you it took me 2 years with that Urdu book over here, the English translation over here, those 2 classes which I was doing here, and then I typed out everything. It took me 2 years to put it in place. Okay. So this theory may be sound कि कोई के मेरे को रात को आकर कोई स्पिरिट बोलेगा मैं गड़ा गड़ा लिखते जाऊंगा और कल दूसरा आएगा और बोलेगा मैंने परसों बोला तो लिखो तो it can go spoil. So that is one option. Second option, people say that Israel or some place that this Tajik system was already there, something similar to this. तो एनीवे वो हिस्ट्री में अपने को कुछ जानने का नहीं, अपने को काम से मतलब रखने का है. Why I have done research on Lal Kitab and why I'm using Lal Kitab, and now I've again sort of resurfaced it and going to take it up in a big way. Is one thing is most important thing which I like about Lal Kitab is it is symptomatic. So if Rahu is in this house, it means that in your this thing ऐसा है. Like for example, Jupiter 10 में है, तो they say somebody in your family is a professor. Okay, Jupiter 11 में है, तो they will say that there is let's say a nala near your house, something like that, like that. And from that, there are two things that can be done. One is that you can check whether your planet is in the right place or not. Okay, especially for moon and these faster moving planets, to check that. And second thing is it is very easy to catch the symptom. कि ये हुआ इसलिए problem. Then you can analyze it in whatever manner. Now the second thing about Lal Kitab is it is basically it's called as a book of remedies. To the fact that they are many times called टोटके also. So remedies उनका ना कभी कभी थोड़ा dangerous लगता है मेरे को, because most of the thing is जल प्रवाह, कि ये लेके छोटे सिक्के लेके वो जल प्रवाह करो और फिर उसमें से 3 लेके उधर, but that first of all is not possible and I don't get into that sort of remedies. So those remedies I have not advocated and I would not be using, but there are certain things which make sense. Like for example, let us say he wants to move Rahu, like in this case Rahu to the 12th house. He might say कोयला या जोआ एक गोनी में भर के पैर के नीचे रखो. So then you are activating Rahu in the 12th house. So something like that which makes sense, I will use. But I use Lal Kitab basically because uska calculation method is totally different. There is something called Masnui Graha. So like for example, let's say Mercury and Saturn are together, they will say that there is a aam ka jhaad near your house. And 99.9% it will come correct. So Mercury and Saturn in the right place. Then like I told you earlier also, Surya Shani ke takkar mein Shukar mara jayega. So if Surya Shani is hitting somewhere, your Venus is going to get damaged. So if you cannot find out what the reason for Venus getting damaged, then you can fall back on this. So just to, I have told you earlier also, but I'm telling you because you all are coming along with me, so you should know what my goal is. My goal basically is that attack a situation from 10 different angles. Kahi disha se. So if I cannot get an answer from Parashari, I have got Jamakol to the rescue. If I don't have Jamakol getting this, I have got Brigulandi to my rescue. If Brigulandi Nadi is down there, Lal Kitab, like that, I have got 10 of them ready. Now I'm slowly resurfacing all of them. I have done full research on all of them. Now I have understood that out of the 20-25 paddhatis which I've done, like I've done this Pakshi, what's it called? Panch Pakshi also I've done. I've done numerology also. I've done so many of this thing. I think I must have studied and done deep. You know how much research I do across at least 25 of them. Out of that, I have realized these 10 are the ones which actually make sense. And frankly speaking, they work for me. I have understood one thing. Lal Kitab may work for me, it might not work for you. It's a done thing. So it's like saying, let us say, Louis Philippe ka shirt, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, but तुमको अच्छा नहीं लगता, like that. So it doesn't work for you. But anyway, so 10 which I have understood, I am putting it, and you know one thing that I always simplified and put it in a straightforward manner on one chart. So as of now, Brigulandi Nadi and Lal Kitab has resurfaced in my domain. And very soon I'll start sharing my Lal Kitab stuff with you. And Lal Kitab is like one pat karke answer to catch the planet. Today, if we knew that Rahu is in the 8th house, we should have immediately realized that okay, this person will have this problem. So I have written a very extensive book, which I told you last time only I'm not going to share, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a synopsis of that, wherein symptomatic Lal Kitab ka. अगर ये planet है तो ये उसका symptom है. So there may be maybe 100 or 150 of those things what I anticipate. That I will share with you. That I'll share with you. Because वो वापस तुम लोग माथा फोड़ी करने को बैठो तो वो 2 साल नहीं, तुम लोग को 6 साल लगेंगे because you are working and this and that. I was just sitting like a wicket keeper doing nothing, so I could do it. So I'll share that with you. That is not a problem. From that point onwards, you can pick it up. Understood? Okay, there was one more case. You want to do one more case, or if you are drained, then we'll wrap up over here. You can take up.
Rather, just with the case we were looking at, the ankle, can we say 4th house is mother, moon is also mother, so something to like, I don't know, strengthen her relationship with her mother or something like that.
Who that lady should strengthen her case with the mother? I don't know that you
Yeah,
find out
something like that.
what Manasi is saying, that lady asked her mother or mother like कि कोई सेवा करे तो it will strengthen the moon, which is correct. Swati, ask that lady if there is some mother or mother like lady in her life, so she should उनकी mother है,
Right.
so then mother like some Masi or Bua or somebody,
Mother-in-law,
mother-in-law, whatever. So some mother or mother like की अगर सेवा करे या व्हाइट काउ सफेद गाय की सेवा करे तो मून बिकम स्ट्रॉन्गर. Okay. Now one more thing which I will be doing is which I have initiated. See, I have done a huge amount of writing in Lal Kitab. Sub compile करके, and it's a very extensive thing. So what I'm going to be doing is, which will help in the Karak Tattva also. Karak Tattva ka also I'm going to make a different sort of a writing, which I just now shared with you. Remember those extra? I just copy pasted to show you that. So that I'll be making a very summary booklet of that booklet, which is good enough for analysis. I've gone too deep into it. You don't need to go there. So work करके I'll share with you all. And what I expect out of you is the least that you can do is at least read it. Okay. So at least you know, okay, this is there. Otherwise you will not know. Like psoriasis करके. मुझे पता ही नहीं था मैंने psoriasis लिखा था. मैंने लिखा उधर. Each word of that 500 pages, each alphabet I've written. But psoriasis लिखा था मुझे पता नहीं. बीच में एक psoriasis का केस था. मैं find करके psoriasis का ढक करके 10 places that psoriasis came. So you know that much respect you'll have to give to that writing कि बाबा जरा पढ़ो उसको. So I'll share that with you in due course of time. I think we can wrap up. There was one more case, but we'll do that next time. हाँ ठीक है. चलो I'll share the recording. हाँ
thanks, Taro.
okay bye bye.